Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of European Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match fallout show on the internet. We're coming off the back of the Birkakara game, which was last night. It was too late to film last night, they closed the bar. The landlord wanted to close up. Right, without going into anything else about what we're doing tonight, what a shower of fucking shit that was.
I loved it. I thought we'd done it really well.
That's one way of putting it, I suppose, yeah.
Do you know what? I don't care what you say. It's embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
Listen, Birkakara, if you think of it, over the two legs, they probably deserved it.
Yeah, the thing is, they had a game plan and they stuck to their game plan, and West Ham fell
Straight hook, line and sinker they had us.
Them players that started, I don't care, any walk of life, they should have beat them.
Yeah, of course they should have. They're Premiership professionals.
Are they?
But the thing is, right, I called this last week. I said from last week, if you go back and rewind to the show last week, 1-0 win in the 90th minute, I said we've got to be careful out there. It's going to be fucking hot. And everyone's going, it's not that hot. It's not that humid. It was like a fucking sauna out there. It was hot. It was draining. We still ain't got fit players. Now that ain't no excuse for what happened, because let's be honest, it was exactly what you said. It was fucking embarrassing. You go out there and you cannot beat a team like that. More European experience. Don't get me wrong. The fucking referee was no good.
It's no excuse,
it's no excuse. It should be. They had plenty of opportunities to, you attack and you put the ball in the back of the net. The referee can't do fuck all about that if you can do that. Yeah. We can't do that. Zarate was shit. I don't care. Yeah, he was one of the worst players on the fucking pitch yesterday.
Yeah, but we sort of touched on this the other game. He ain't an out-and-out striker.
But what is he then?
He's a number 10, and he's the one that sits off the forwards.
Is he? Because he didn't do a fucking great job of that the other week when he played there.
He did do a great job, but you can't expect him to play as a sole
striker.
Right,
do you know what, right? Going back, we underestimate their opponents.
Yeah.
Did. From everyone, from the players fucking went out there as if they was going to breeze it. The management underestimated the team, right? This is starting to I said it last week about we've got to be careful. Don't get me wrong, 8 of them players out of the 11 last night were first team regulars last year, and Malta should be fucking ashamed of himself. That's one thing I'm going to say.
He was poor last night.
He was fucking poor, and he's been poor for a fucking long time.
He's just got I don't know what it is with him. I don't know if he can't smile, but he seems like he's got a right attitude
all the time, isn't he?
You know what I mean? And
maybe he's one of the players they're looking to get rid of.
We just signed him out a contract about 2 months ago.
But that's what I'm saying.
Listen, I mean, 2 players last night that I'd say Noble and Quixote. All right. I mean, but they were both poor. It's hard to say.
Quixote done alright.
Quixote for me done well because he slipped into the back and he still played well.
I thought he played well, but he cut out a few dangerous looking attacks and mopped up well.
Can I say so? Why do we only have 6 subs? Anyone know?
Fuck knows.
We've got a squad.
Reedy was out there.
We've got a squad full of players.
Reedy was injured.
Yeah, we've got a squad full of players that are split in 2. The management are underestimating these games. I don't care. Play the fucking best players we've got until we get through to the group stages, when we've got a little bit of leeway, because this is a knockout competition at the minute.
I know what you're saying, but that team last night was good enough to beat them.
It is good enough, but it's disrespectful to your opponents when you've got so many people. I mean, Valencia's still on fucking holiday. I don't give a shit if he's played in the Copa America. That ain't our fucking fault. That ain't our problem.
All clubs do that though. The big clubs.
I don't care. I do not care.
But he's back.
He should be back in the fucking squad as soon as he was needed for a squad. As soon as there was competitive games coming up for West Ham, he should be back. If he's played the Copa America or not, put him on the bench.
Yeah, but
rest him like that.
The squad we've got is good enough to beat them. That's it. So that's it. It don't matter if we ain't got Valencia, Jenkinson.
These things happen. We scraped last week, right? We scraped through that game last week.
Don't get me wrong. And like I said, over the 2 legs, I thought they deserved it.
We scraped through this round from the skin of our teeth. A penalty shootout, right? And we've got Payet's injured, suspended. Sacco suspended. But we've still got Valencia. We've still got Jenkinson. we've still got. He can play. I'm sure he.
He can
allowed
play.
to
But there's another one under 21s. He was away.
I'm presuming. Maybe with Valencia, he may not be registered for the early stages.
No, they didn't register him.
Well,
so they'll be for the next
fucking
stage.
fault.
You're saying like, the management underestimated them. I don't think it's underestimated them. You've got to remember, like, in terms of some of the clubs at the top end of the table, they've got a lot bigger squads than us that can compete in Europe. Like, they've got a separate squad for Europe. We haven't got that, so we've got to manage our resources a bit tight constraints.
The big boys should be available at least to go on a bench. You look at the bench last night; it went wrong, right? Hopefully they learn a lesson. But let's be honest, this ain't the first time this happens. This has been happening to West Ham since we was fucking formed. Yeah, we underestimate people.
It's not that. We do. We've got history. I don't think it's underestimating. I mean, you look how many times down the years we think, we should beat them easy. And then we
look when we played Primero in 2006. We had Tevez and Mascherano.
But even go back, like was it last season? We went out of the cup to Sheffield United.
Yeah,
because we underestimated. Because we strolled about as if we were guaranteed.
Again, it was another one where they put out the reserves and a few of the younger.
The Carling Cup games, the early rounds, and these Europa rounds, you've got to use squad players.
Yeah, I agree.
Because what happens if last night we put out Valencia and they get fucking smashed? Because look at the way they was knocking them players around.
The thing is, I agree with you there, right? But why are we playing the better players
in the friendlies?
To get a match fit.
But then why not play them in the
competitive? Because in these games they're going to get smashed about.
Well, you can't. You don't buy these players. You don't. Not even that. You
Payet can't play because he's.
You do not buy these players to wrap them up in cotton wool, ready for Arsenal. These are competitive games. They should be out there earning their fucking money. Valencia should have been back, knowing that we've got competitive games. He should have been registered and back. Straight from the Copa America. If you don't want to play him, sit him on the bench. He's got to travel with the squad. Because we needed him.
You're talking Zarate, good player. You know, these players should have been good enough.
Zarate ain't a good player.
They should have been.
He's a good player.
When you look at that, break it down on. Look at that squad on paper that we had out last night. Look at that team on paper. Put how many Premiership appearances that team on paper has between them. That team is good enough to beat what they put out.
Let's put it this way: 3 of that team last night will be playing against Arsenal.
Yeah,
that's how much changes have got to come into that team.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's
experienced Premiership. These are players that are experienced Premiership players who struggled.
But let's go back. Let's go back to the 60s, right? This game, right? This is a low down league team. Although, saying that, they've got a lot more European experience than us. That win for them last night was their biggest ever result. But they have played in Europe and they know how to play the refs, they know how to play the system, they know how to roll about on the floor wasting time. They got a goal up and then rolled around on the floor and kicked the shit out of everyone else. Got a man
European football for years.
Exactly. Right. Got a man sent off, Tompkins.
Did you notice that when they got that man sent off, all the trying to wind up the players calmed down? Because that's what they was aiming to do. They were aiming to get someone sent off.
Listen, any Walker, I said to you, if that was in the Premier League, Tompkins would never have been sent off.
No, he wouldn't have. But they know. They know what the refs are like on the continent. That's what I'm saying. They've got more European experience. Look, we played in Europe 8 years ago, 9 years ago. We ain't played in Europe for a long, long time.
And to be fair, you'd think with Bilic played in Europe last season, he'd be a bit more wise than that.
Yeah, but he ain't out on the pitch walking them through it, is it? They've got to learn that themselves.
2 games out of 4, we've had men sent off.
He told them to keep their cool, and you know. So you can't tell them, but if they once they go out there,
what I'm saying is, we never took the resources with us to sort of.
There was nothing on the bench to change the game.
No, exactly. That first 11 should have won that game. We did have the resources there.
It's hot.
11, but
it doesn't matter if it's hot, cold. It doesn't matter. That team should have beat them.
But look at that bench. There wasn't a game changer on the bench.
But even that bench was better than any of them players.
Didn't look like it last night.
No, it didn't look like it last night.
Yeah.
Come on, how many of them players were playing the Premiership?
Who was on the bench?
That was the game of their life last night.
You had Maiga, Poyet.
Shit.
Maiga, shit. He was singing his praises last week.
He was awful. He was awful.
Everyone was awful last night. That's what I'm saying. I can't pick a good player last night. Kyoto probably for me was man of the match. I don't know people saying Zarate. I don't know where they're getting that from. You know.
The thing with Zarate tried, but he wasn't. You know, he can't play that role. He can't play. I still don't
But you
understand.
say he can't play that role. He scored 30 goals in the league before he come to us in the Argentinian league.
Yeah, but I'm sure he weren't the furthest. I'm sure he was that number 10.
Yeah, but we
He was
signed him
off
from
that
Lazio, didn't we? He played in Italy.
No, we signed him from
Argentina.
He played for Lazio.
No, he didn't.
No.
He played for Lazio before, but
Yeah.
he come from Argentina. But it's lacklustre from West Ham, and you go back to the 60s. We've got a history of doing this, right? You say about our first 11. I remember in the 60s. Well, I don't remember. I wasn't fucking born, but I've seen back like replays, videos, and that. We had 3 World Cup fucking winners in our team, and we was going out to people like fucking Wrexham and Swansea and.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's acting like this is a massive shock.
No, it's not. It's not. But this, if we want to progress and we want to grow, this is what we've got to cut out. Bilic was there, right? People say about Sam and all that. He don't know about the club. Bilic was there for 2 years. Bilic was there in the 2 years that we went out to Wrexham in the cup and Stockport in the cup. Yeah. So he knows that we've got a fucking history of going out to lower league oppositions. He knows we've got a history ingrained in the club of going to these small places and think they're going to fucking walk it, yeah? So change it.
But we still do it.
But at the end of the day, it's 11 against 11.
Yeah,
we could have put our full team out last night and it could have still been the same result. So you can't...
That's what makes football.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't care what anyone says. That team last night was good enough to beat them.
Oh, without fail, it was.
We don't need Valencia, Jenkinson, Payet, Sacco.
But you've got to cover for all eventualities. You've got to sort of be thinking, right, we might get a man sent off in the 30th minute. We might not be able to score a goal. We might not be potent enough up front.
You think that every game.
The worrying thing was...
Exactly, but that's why they should be bringing the fucking...
The worrying thing for me was... Alright, you say Quixote steps into the centre-back. There weren't another defender on the bench.
No. And we've got...
Where's Burke? Where's Oxford?
Yeah, exactly. We've got 3 sitting there doing fuck all.
Yeah. Alright, I know Emery's still injured, isn't he? Apparently.
We've got a Bonner.
Yeah, he weren't there. Reedy, you said was injured.
Not registered.
Yeah, not registered. Why?
Because
I think he was signed after the thing.
Alright, I'll give him that.
He'll probably be registered for the next round.
Let me put it this way: next week in the first leg against Astra, we'll have all the players out, and that'll be a 4 or 5 more game.
They're going to have to because they've nearly fucked up on this one.
And
they ain't going to be able to take that risk.
We were so close last night to ballsing it up.
Yeah.
So close last night.
And like I said, they probably deserved it over the 2 legs.
Yeah. They said they had a game plan in both games, and it nearly worked at home, but we got lucky, and then it worked away. You know, that's how they set up. That's how they go, and it worked. You got to give them. You got to give them credit.
Of course, give them loads of credit. Got to give them credit.
But for me, the key things we take out of last night is. There's 4 or 5 players on that pitch who need to be got rid of.
That team we put out last night could win a Premier League game. Not against a top team, but someone.
Yeah, it could.
They're good enough.
Yeah,
you know?
But for me, there's 4 or 5 who need to go.
Ability-wise,
and we showed last night we are desperately need another striker. We need to get another striker. That should everything else should they should long off getting Morales who's got a dodgy knee. Long off getting players that we need a striker.
Look what we need long off.
Yeah.
What's fucking long off?
We also need wingers because we've got none.
We've just signed that Lanzini.
Yeah. All right, we've just signed that Lanzini, but we need another one, maybe another 2.
The thing with Lanzini is that he might be. I've not seen him. Right, might be a good player, but he's played in Argentina, and then he's gone and played in
Al Jazeera.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you can't keep going on that because he's played here or there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's coming in. It's another.
He's got to settle.
Yeah, and he's never played in the Premiership. And we know you either come into the Premiership, you hit the ground running and do really well.
But then that's like signing a Championship player in the Premiership. He's played in England. He might not sell in the Premiership.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's it. That's the thing.
The Premier League. It doesn't matter if you play for Real Madrid. Look at Di Maria. He ain't really settled in England, is he?
It's risky.
And he's probably one of the best players in the world up there in the top 10. Any player that comes to this country is going to find it.
For me, we need to get a striker. We really do.
We desperately need a striker.
That game last night, Jarvis. I've never seen someone cross the ball so many times and over it or under it.
Well,
I don't think
the thing is, like, let's be honest. Adrian, Creswell, and Chiate are going to start against Arsenal.
Yeah.
They're the only ones. Yeah. Maybe Nobes, you don't know what Billy's going to play. Joey O'Brien probably will. We need another right back.
Badly.
I summed it up to these before you come in. Look, Bilic last night when Joey O'Brien ran it out and he just slumped down like what. But
Collins could easily start, couldn't he?
No, not on last night's form.
Nah.
I think
Bonner and Reid would be our centre backs.
I think on last night summed up what I said about Collins.
But then I was saying
coming towards the end, and he's a good backup. But he's
we might not need another right back because Bilic might play 3 at the back at Arsenal. He might play Tompkins, Ogbonna and Reid.
Yeah.
You know, because he likes 3 at the back.
Yeah.
And then you can play Jenks and Creswell as wing backs.
Jenks can't play against us.
No, that's what I'm saying. But in future, he might start with 3 at the back.
Possible.
Lanzini and Creswell, whoever,
which
not Giants.
means we need another striker.
Yeah, I'm sure we will get another striker. I'm sure we will. We've still got 2 weeks before the Premiership starts, and plus, even if we don't sign someone before the window, we've still got Valencia and Sacco. But I think he will play one up top.
But it just goes to show that this competition, as a whole, as early as it starts, is a joke. We shouldn't be in it. If they're going to offer places for fair play leagues, cut that out. Cut out all this nonsense about you get it if you don't fucking.
Got to play 8 games before we get into
Yeah, exactly.
It's stupid.
25 games.
It should be 2 qualifiers.
And that's it.
Well, we shouldn't be in it. This is what I'm saying.
So many
cut out the fair play league. Cut out the fair play league and just cut it down to a competition where you go into a playoff.
Don't get me wrong, it's good to be in it because the team that got to the final last year, they started where we was and they went all the way to the final, and they never played one home game. Every game they played was away, and they got all the way to the final. So you want to have good big European night, especially this season at the Boleyn.
No.
But I understand what you're saying. It's wrong that we've got to play 8 games before we even get into the group stages.
Yeah.
Because we'll play 6 games, and in that qualifying round, we could come up against a big team.
Yeah, I think
we get someone from Spain or Germany. We can get
when you look back, right, when we first got into this thing, we all turned around and said it's a gamble.
Yeah,
we all said that. We knew this could happen.
Don't get me wrong. It wouldn't have been a disaster if we'd gone out last night. It would have been disappointing.
No, and I think there'd be a lot of people that were secretly happy that we went out last night. Because a lot of people are worried that we're going to get burnt out. I mean, you look, by the time we get to Arsenal, including friendlies, we'll have played like 12 games.
But they're playing too many friendlies.
Well, it's not that they're playing. This is what I'm saying about the first team. What he's key to the first team, what he thinks is going to be the first team, should be playing the competitive ones, and then everyone else.
But they will be. They will be.
Or get rid of the friendlies that we don't need to play.
Yeah, but Colchester the other night they played kids. Charlton tomorrow they're going to play kids.
Yeah.
You'll probably see. I reckon Payet might get a run out at Charlton.
Yeah, you'll probably have a couple of kids. To get them fit, ready for Thursday. But then why are we playing Norwich on Tuesday?
Because it's an anniversary thing that's been set up for But then we can go there with kids.
You're not normally meant to play another Premiership opposition in.
That's why we're playing them. It's like because we was the first persons to ever play at Carrow Road or something. So I don't know what it is, but. Our competition
probably organised a long time ago. Before
the game was a fucking shower of shit.
It was.
Yeah,
it was.
We're through. But like what I said on Periscope, a lot of people, and you've had it as well, a lot of people ask, what would you rather have, mid-table finish and a good European run? At the end of the day, whatever, I don't care about cup. The league is your bread and butter.
Of course it is.
Get the league sorted. Cups are bonuses.
So the thing is though, at the moment, this is what I'm saying, my mate goes, but it's all about Premiership. I said, you can't put 8th, 9th, 10th place in the cabinet.
No, you can't.
But you can put an FA Cup in there or a League Cup.
It is all about the Premiership, Gray. I'm sorry, but we need to be in the Premiership.
Well, we've been relegated before, we ain't got out.
Yeah, but if we get relegated in this big money deal, we miss out on it at the stadium, you know what I mean?
To be fair, what would end up being more... You got to the end of this season, what would have ended up being more embarrassing? Going at Birkakara last night of being relegated from the Premiership, moving into the.
All right, say.
I want to see us win something.
Yeah. All right, but say this then.
At least have a go.
Say this then. Say we get relegated. Right, we go down, we come a Leeds, and in 3 years' time you say, oh yeah, but we did win the Carling Cup that year. Are you going to be happy with the Carling Cup in the trophy cabinet?
Birmingham.
You want to be in the Premier League. I don't care what anyone says.
Remember seeing your team lift the cup at Wembley, though.
But you'd rather be a Leeds or a Portsmouth.
See, this is
obviously not. But have a go at the cups. Like the last few years, we have not had a go at the cups for years.
You get.
I just want us to have a go.
Yeah, but don't forget the FA Cup don't start till January. So if we have a good start to the season, we get to the late 30s, near 40-point mark. We know we're safe. We know we're going to the same Premier League team. But we're safe. But then have a fucking good go at the FA Cup. Don't throw it away like we did at West Brom.
That's what should have happened last year. We got to that point where, another 3 or 4 wins, we would have been safe. So you think, right, we can ease off of some of the games. We can rest a
Listen,
few
out
people
of the Carling Cup,
but
Europe and the FA Cup, for me the FA Cup is the biggest one. I've never seen us win the FA Cup. I'd love to see
I'd
West Ham
love
win
to
the
Same
FA
as winning
Cup.
the Toto.
Yeah, but yeah, I've seen 2 playoff final and we've won them. You know what I mean? And I've been there, but lifting that FA Cup would mean so much.
Yeah, of course.
So, but for me, I'd rather have league safety
Yeah.
guaranteed.
No, but why should it be like, oh, we've got to have that? But why can't you have both? Why can't you?
Oh, you can have both. This is what I'm saying. But then don't struggle to worry about cups.
But then,
No, I know that, but realistically, a cup is our only chance for trophy at the minute.
but when
Well, yeah, because we're not going to win the league.
going back to
Like
that
many teams, unless you're in that top 4, you don't start the season. Our ambitions at the start of the season is we want to be top 6 and we want to win the FA Cup or Carling Cup. Every team, any fan that goes into there thinking then they shouldn't be a football fan. You've got to have ambition.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Saying, have a go at the cups.
Yeah,
have a bit of
that's what
ambition.
listen, I agree with you. We should, but league is more important than anything because league is where the money
league
is.
safety is more important than
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Not winning the league,
No, but being safe.
being in that Premier League
Yeah.
is more important than winning the Carling Cup and going down
Yeah,
to
of
the
course it is.
Championship.
Yeah, that's the trouble
But-
with football. Now. It's all about money. It's not about winning things. It's all about we've got to be in the Premier League. We've got to be earning the money and all this.
But the Premier League is where everyone wants to be.
Yeah, I know. And I want us to be in the top division. But I also want to see us win something in my lifetime.
For some clubs now, unfortunately, you look at 15 of the top 20 clubs in the country. They have to be there. And we're one of them.
I know, and it's a sad state of affairs. It's got to that.
They have to be there. If someone like Arsenal, Man United, someone like that went down,
Be bloody funny.
I'm just saying, if someone like Arsenal, Man United, Man City, someone like that went down, it wouldn't be disaster for them initially, but if for some reason it all imploded, by the time they got to the sort of second or third season and they weren't in the Premier League, they'd fold.
Oh, of course they would.
Maybe not Man United, but I'm just saying, like,
Of course they would.
you know, some big clubs are relying on being there.
You look at the clubs like us, like on our level, like say like us, Spurs, Villa, Everton. Say if Villa went down last season, they didn't come back up. Look at Leeds, massive club, and they are still a big club, but they haven't been back up in 10, 12 years now.
That's because of that's like mismanagement from the top.
But then you're going back to that. They was one of the earliest teams that needed to be there to sustain what they was doing.
Yeah.
They needed to be there. When they went down, that was a fucking disaster. They couldn't sustain what they'd spent. They was looking forward to 10 years worth of Premier League money and spent 10 years worth of Premier League money. Went down, and all of a sudden that ain't coming in.
Yeah.
Listen, we're
comes from the top.
We're a great club and we've got a great fan base, and we probably will fill that in the Premiership, that Olympic Stadium. We won't fill it in the Championship. I don't care what anyone says.
No.
We won't fill it in the Championship.
We'll fill it with. You'll get the 30-odd thousand that go over to Upton Park.
Yeah, but you got a
when we're in the
50,000
Champions. That's what I'm saying. You'll get that 30,000, maybe a few more, but you won't get. As we said,
you're not
going to
get 50,000 over there watching Barnsley at home, are you?
No, of course not.
I remember 30. I remember they said that about Upton Park when we went down to the Championship the first time, and I remember Cardiff at home being a 35,000 sellout.
Yeah, you will get it. You'll get the true fans going when we're in the Championship. You won't get the Tin Pot fans who are there because we're West Ham are playing Chelsea, West Ham playing Man United.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, but I agree with what you're saying. Like, we need to be in the Premiership, but I don't want to dismiss every other competition before the season.
No, we're not.
Started.
Yeah, you spoke too much today. I don't like this new Graham.
I want to get a word in this time.
No, but I can see what you said. Listen, I want to see us win a cup. Nothing more. I'd love to see us win the FA Cup. Look how close it was in 2006. Fucking still hurts me now. I'd love to see West Ham lift that FA Cup. You know, because not a lot of teams do it now. But if we won it, we would have fucking parades. We would have street parties and things like that, because it means a lot to us to win that.
I remember
FA
having a
Cup.
street party when we lost it.
Exactly, but that's what we're like.
Down the Coopers in Shamblolic.
On that thingy, right? Look at that side that was out last night, that we put out last night. Do you not think that that's in the back of their mind? Is what you're saying? Is that we want to give this cup a go, but we want to make sure we're safe.
Yeah, but that's when it all goes back to squad management.
That's
but
it.
this is
so then
about
maybe
obviously bringing in more
maybe
players.
they're doing it.
But don't worry about that on the 23rd of July. Worry about that on the 31st of December when you're You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about that now. We ain't even started the season.
Let's just put it this way, right? Next May, when we're lifting that Europa Cup, we'll laugh at this game. We'll go, do you remember that Birkakara?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking silly, will it?
But
I just think
this goes back to what we said in a previous show, where Bilic has got to get it right at the start of the season.
he has.
In the league. So
Yeah,
maybe in the back of his mind he's thinking, I can't risk putting these players out in these sort of games for the reason
This is what I'm saying. You're playing against, like, no disrespect, like a sort of pub sort of team who are going to kick you. Look at what they was doing last night, punching off the ball. You know what I mean? And you got your 11.75 million winger in Payet getting kicked, and he breaks his fucking leg.
Then we should have refused the competition.
But why? Because
We had
we've
a
got
chance
good enough players.
But we ain't. But what's the fucking point of having the good enough players if you're going to wrap them up in
Because
cotton wool and not let them play?
no, you are going to let them
No,
play. They're going to play in the next qualifier, and they're going to play in the league games.
We needed them last night.
We didn't need them last night. That
We fucking did
team-
because we nearly went out.
Yeah, but
we
the team.
went
Yeah,
out.
but
It
what I'm
took a
saying
penalty
is the
shootout.
fucking team we put out last night is good enough to beat that team. Simple.
On,
Of course
on,
it
yeah,
is.
on,
but they
on
didn't.
paper. No, but that's it, they didn't, but on paper. But this goes back to what we said earlier. There should have been a couple of players on that bench that if things were going to go tits up,
They need to-
you can look at and go, get on there and change
But even the players on the Samuelson didn't come on till fucking 1 minute until the end of fucking extra time. Exactly. So what's the point?
Jarvis was having a fucking mare, and he don't put a young kid who's got fucking enthusiasm because he wants to impress, he wants to do something, he's been given a chance, and we put him on with a minute left. What's the
This
point?
is what I'm saying then, right? Say if
the point?
so say if Ogbonna, like say he could have played last night and Payet both would have started. If they both would have got injured, everyone would be thinking Bilic shouldn't have played them in this sort of game.
that's it, but
So he's in you can't win.
The same
that's what
sort
I'm
of
saying.
thing, right? No, the same sort of thing. If you save all them up for Arsenal,
We're not saving them up for Arsenal.
Well, they are.
They're not. They're going to be playing next week because Payet will be registered. He'll play next
So
week.
they break their fucking legs next week. So what's the fucking difference?
That's what I'm saying. But
I'll tell you what, easiest way to sum this up. Faubert, when we first signed him, right?
Done his Achilles in a friendly.
Everyone was thinking he was rapid, he looks really good. Done his Achilles in his first friendly.
yeah, anyone could.
So
Fucking
that's
Fabian
it.
Delph
So-
played for City today and went off after 17 minutes with an hamstring injury. Injuries can happen in any game.
Yeah, so you might as well just play him. I know what you're saying. You sort of protect him a bit by taking out these pub sides.
I don't really think you're getting what I'm saying. The team that we had out there last night was fucking good enough
They're
to beat
high-paid
them.
professionals.
Yes,
Well,
they were good enough to beat them. You don't need all them
No,
big
I'm not-
players to
no, no,
beat
we
a team like them.
But we did because it went fucking tits up.
Yeah, but that's the risk.
That's what we're saying.
football, exactly. That's football. We could put our best team out in the fucking Carling Cup against fucking Doncaster and lose 2-0. What's everyone going to say then?
And we have. In the past, we have. That is
Well then, so
yeah,
let's
but-
go getting round
the
it.
beauty of football.
But there is, isn't there? Because you need to have a backup plan. You need to have them players.
That's
what I'm saying.
There shouldn't be
Players like
playing on the
Valencia, Ogbonna. Ogbonna couldn't play, but Valencia and you know the boys that are just sitting at home, sitting up playing the fucking PlayStation all night, should have been.
Look, put it this way, right?
Listen, look, at the end of the day, it's going to go round in fucking circles.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know.
I appreciate what you're saying, but Ryan's saying that squad, they're highly paid professionals. They were good enough to beat that side.
But they didn't.
I know, but
Yeah, but
They're good enough.
That's
good enough.
That's the
Should have
game of
gone
football.
for
But then you've seen big teams like United go out to teams in the lower leagues, and they've had fucking Di Maria and all that were playing last season.
What was it about 10 years ago? Man United had York at home, and they put out a team, you know, like reserves and that, and York smashed them.
Listen, it's 11 against 11.
It's good enough to beat them.
And you're
They
playing
didn't.
against,
That's the way it goes.
like you said, it was their biggest game in their history. So they're going to put everything into it. Even little fat chops up front was putting everything into it last night because it's their biggest
Little
game.
Fat Chops up front is an ex-Italian international. He knows what the fuck he's
10
doing.
years ago.
Yeah, but he outclassed
And he
fucking
paced
some of
our-
our
he
forwards
paced our
last
back
night.
four.
Yeah, exactly. He outclassed them because he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Because he probably thought, I got one more chance. I got one more shot. You know what I mean? You're just going to have to agree to disagree on this because you go around in circles.
The easiest way to look at it is that what you're saying is right, and what Nick is saying is right.
So we agree to-
So that's it, yeah.
Right in the argument, but
That's it.
No, fuck off. No, but it's true. What I'm trying to say is, well, I'm not going to fucking say
To be
it.
fair,
I know what you're saying. I know
to
what
be
you're
fair,
saying. And
if it was a case of right, well these players here are better than them players there, so that team win, we couldn't do this show.
we'd have nothing
We
to talk
wouldn't have.
about.
That'd be it. Football would be boring. It'd be right. Whoever buys £100 million
Listen, like I said, I've said on post-match Pint before, go back 15, 20 years ago, you had Coventry or Southampton at home, you knew you was going to win. You can't do that these days. Bournemouth are going to go to somewhere next season, I guarantee they're going to get a win at a big club.
Of course they are.
Because, like I said, Bournemouth are going to have the ride of their life next season in that Premier League. Anyone can beat anyone.
That's it.
It's not 15, 20 years ago.
That's why we enjoy it. That's why we like it.
Yeah, what's that mean?
No, that's the same. But that's it. That's what football's about.
Of course it is.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, I'm with Nicky. We should have done better last night, and we should have had a backup plan. As you do, you go into any game, you set out your stall, you set your 11 you think it should play. When it don't go right, you pick one of your subs, right, go in there, do this, change the game.
I'll tell you something, right? That's why people like Mourinho were the highest paid managers in the world, because he wouldn't have fucked about last night.
No, he'd have his game plan.
They had their full team out last night and lost to New York fucking Red Bulls 4-2.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he would have had
New York
something
Bulls,
on the bench,
whatever New York it was.
Right, if this ain't going right, I'm changing it, bringing him on, go and do that.
Yeah, but there's a difference between Mourinho and fucking Bilic. Mourinho's got a multi-billionaire who's chucking money at him, and he can go and sign the best players in the world. He's got Champions League.
It didn't start like that, mate.
Who?
Mourinho, it didn't start like that at Chelsea.
Mourinho walked into a team with millionaire football players.
No, but he had like when he first started at Chelsea, they had good players.
He won the league in his first season.
Yeah, exactly. But they had good players and they had like a good standard of players, but he still had to manage them correctly.
Yeah, but he still went out and bought class.
I'll look at it this way: you're a manager of a side.
Pay 30 million for Drogba.
You're a manager of a side. Yeah, you put your 11 out to play a game, and you have players on the bench who can make a difference. Right? It ain't about the manager. That's how you set your stall out.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. Scott's going to go around again against good team. This team last night, who we played, what we had was good enough to beat them.
Yeah, but we had Nate on the bench that if it was going wrong to change it.
We went down to 10 men.
But we've been like that for fucking 3 seasons.
Oh, last year, Chelsea Bradford FA Cup.
Yeah.
Chelsea had a strong side out. Bradford go to him. Beat 4-2.
Yeah, but they was good enough to beat them.
Middlesbrough beat Man City at Man City.
Who was good enough to beat them?
Chelsea.
Exactly, like we.
But that's what last night. Yeah, but we didn't, and
nor did Chelsea.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm just saying.
But Chelsea, Mourinho put a team out. He's strong to full beat. See, you can go round in circles.
Yeah, but you're missing my point. I'm just saying, like we went there with players at our disposal. Mourinho didn't leave his best players fucking sitting in Chelsea when where was they playing? Where did they beat them? At Stamford Bridge, wasn't it?
Yeah, Stamford Bridge.
Exactly. Well, he didn't leave them up at fucking Manchester. They didn't play away at Manchester, and he didn't go right. John Terry can start there, and
yeah, but you've got to realise that when they played Chelsea in Bradford in the FA Cup, it was in January, so they've had half a Premier League season. We're still in pre-season. All players are still getting fit. Payet, like, you know what I mean? I know he wasn't available, but you can't just. Well, let's forget Payet anyway and Sacco because they weren't even eligible to play. So who else is there then to come in? Ogbonna couldn't play. Who else was there to bring in?
Valencia. He's one.
But he's just come back from the Copa America.
So fucking what? We pay his wages, not Ecuador.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
Well, what don't it matter?
Sitting there, Gerard, I was sitting there trying to think what other players we've got in their squad.
You can't, because we had our that we can't.
What about Burke then? Alright, we went a defender down. What about Burke? What about Obiang? Where were they?
Obiang's not registered.
Oh, he's
he signed too late to register for this tie anyway, I think.
No,
Obiang, the midfielder, he's injured.
This is a worrying thing, like when you look at it, right, yeah, we take out Sacco and Payet, who are suspended, everyone else is fucking injured. That's the worrying thing.
What the fuck was that? A fucking dinosaur going on as well.
Do you know what I mean? That's
hungry fella.
That's worrying. It's just worrying that you look at them 2 players suspended and no one else could play because they're either injured or they're still on holiday or they've just come back.
I know.
You know.
That's what I mean. Like you're saying, we should have. But who could we have put in there? I'm not sure. I don't know what the story is with Burke and Oxford. They might be injured. I don't know.
At the end of the day, we went through lesson learned. We move on to the next round. Don't make the same mistake.
Well, I hope it is lesson learned, mate. Because it ain't always lesson learned.
I do agree. I think we showed them a lot of disrespect yesterday.
Let's just put, like I said about fucking 2 hours ago, that team, 3 of them players will probably start against Arsenal.
Yeah.
They've still got signings to come in.
So where's the other 8? that are going to start if they're all fucking injured?
Jenkinson, Reed, Bonga.
Yeah, Jenkinson
yeah,
could have played though. Couldn't he? Or was he?
No, you got Jenks to come back. You've got Obiang. You've got Reed. You got Bonner. You got Sacco, Valencia. You know, Song. I don't know if Uber going to sign, but
it's they need. We're going to sign, doesn't it?
But if we're putting a decent squad together, you know, but.
What we need is that you've got to take the best players from last season, add the new players in, you know, and then we just still need to get rid of some of the deadwood.
That's what we need to start doing now. Some of them players are not fucking good enough to be on that pitch.
You'll see a lot of people. Once Bilic has got who he wants, once he knows his team and his squad, you'll see the people like Zarate, I think, will go out on loan. Maiga will go out.
I think they need to be sold, not go out on loan.
Who's going to buy them?
That's the thing.
He can go back to Argentina. Might even go back to France tomorrow.
Kevin Nolan will probably go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just getting in, even bringing in a couple more players who they may not start, but they're better than what we're getting rid of. You know, maybe ain't better than the starting.
Where was Reedy last night?
We must be injured because he was there.
No, he got a knock in training on Wednesday, so he didn't want to risk it.
So that's got to be why we only had 6 subs.
Yeah.
But it's just worrying. You know, you've got Oxford who have done well in the games that they've played. You know,
but where was Elliot Lee last night?
Again.
That's what I mean. They might be picking knocks up in these friendlies. I don't know.
They might not be. Everyone was injured, so let's just leave it there for today. We'll go through the penalties. We scraped through on penalties. I've got to mention Joey O'Brien's penalty. That was a fucking scorcher.
That was all good penalties, wasn't
they? Even theirs.
Yeah. Apart from the geezers that skied it.
Yeah. Top corner though.
Yeah, top bins, mate.
Yeah,
top bins. J-O-B.
Great penalty.
Put him on the pens, mate.
Yeah,
fuck no ball.
Bring him on the last minute of the game and take a penalty.
It was good penalties from us. As soon as it went to penalties, I thought, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
I thought it was game over, then we'd win that.
I never thought.
But the team we had out should have been good.
Don't start him off again. Don't start him off.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. A couple of things in a week. Lanzini signing. I know Ryan's going to do a roundup. Good, bad.
What I've seen of him, he looks a decent player. Like I said, you can't really comment because I ain't going to say I've seen him play every week. But what I've seen on YouTube, I know they obviously put his best bits.
But you know what I mean? Be fair, Randolph looked good when what I see of him on YouTube. So,
that's a new signing anyway. Let's as I say, get behind him. He's another body, and he can play in the UEFA fucking cup.
I don't think they're going to register him though.
Why not?
Nah, yeah, he's a good sign. He's another winger, isn't he? He's another.
Yeah.
We as I said before, I think we need another striker.
Yeah, I think you'll see a bit of activity.
I think they've
put a couple
got people lined up that they're interested.
What's the truth? Has anyone heard any truth in the rumours about the Balassi interest?
Yeah, it come about yesterday, didn't it? I'll tell you what, if we can get him, mate.
He's a fucking mustard player. He is.
Do you think he'll come?
Yeah.
Do you think he will leave where he is?
What?
For
West Ham?
Just saying.
Listen, you only got to look at people like Delph. I know Delph went to City, but you show them the money.
Not only the money. I don't think it's just the money.
And the ambition, what we've got to go into.
Crystal Palace are a tin pot club, and I don't think we are a tin pot club. I think Crystal Palace ain't got much about them.
I don't agree. Palace are a good club, but we've got more.
We've got more.
I'm not saying we ain't got more. We've got more ambition. We've got more to offer. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
I don't think it should be about the money. I don't think you should be signing players on the strength of will they take more money. But what about the fact that we can offer him first team football guaranteed more or less because there's no other players in his position.
But that's another thing. He gets that at Palace, so it's just.
But playing at a higher level.
Oh yeah,
I know.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, it'd be a good sign.
I just see the Palace fans now sitting there saying, "Hang on a minute, we finished higher than you last season."
And we beat you.
Yeah. I was going to say twice, but I didn't. We done them at the beginning of the season. But no, I think in terms of ambition and where we're going, I think we're a bit further forward than Palace.
As we said, there's something going on at our club where that is attracting.
Yeah, I think that proved it with the signing of Ogbonna. I mean, you look at him. I mean, like I said the other day, 2 years ago, if we'd have gone up against Everton for a signing, he would have gone to Everton.
Exactly.
And now they're looking at because Everton are a big club, you know. So
nice history.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that we're attracting players and we can attract players, but you don't want to attract too many players. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is signing so many players. They
you
start
can't keep
getting
them
unsettled,
happy.
and you can't keep them happy, and you get them all on these high wages, and then they start throwing their fucking toys out their pram. And
It's that fine balance, isn't it? That's the thing.
I think maybe another right back with Jenks, another midfielder, like wingers, and another striker, and I think that'd be us done.
Yeah.
I think so.
And maybe, I don't know, like with Randolph, I mean, do we get another goalkeeper? Because he wasn't a Bilic signing, was he?
No. And he,
So-
the thing is, he's not gonna. He's gonna
Would you
play
feel
League Cup.
comfortable if Adrian was out for 3 months?
No,
having him?
I definitely wouldn't.
You
but
wouldn't, would you?
I can't see anyone coming to be back up to Adrian.
That's the thing. That is it. No one's gonna do
This
that.
is why we should have gone for Bentley, the Southend goalkeeper, because he wanted to come to West Ham. And I think I'm not, but I think he's actually a West Ham fan, and he's someone that would have pushed Adrian.
As much as what I've seen of Randolph, he's been awful. Let's give him a bit.
But then
of time.
again, Adrian wasn't great when
Exactly.
he first signed for the club. So yeah, let's
got
give him time.
Adrian, all right, he had a decent season. He had a good season last season, but up to about the Southampton game when he got sent off, I was always thinking, oh, he's going to do something.
I still think that now. Last night I thought him when he come running out.
Yeah, when he come
I
running,
thought he was going to fly and kick the geezer in the head.
It is,
But that's why we love him, isn't he? He's
That's
crazy.
That's
He
it.
should have took a penalty as well.
Yeah, we should have
running
took
out.
the fifth.
But we're comfortable there. They said, let's give Randolph a bit more time to set in and see how it goes. But as I said, it's worrying.
From what I've seen of him, no.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I think a striker as well. We need to get someone in now.
That for me. That's a must.
Charlie Austin deal. I think if you're going to get Charlie Austin, he's not going to come till the end of the window.
Yeah, that'll be a last.
Because
That'll be a
QPR
deadline.
are going to hold out, and then you're going to have a bidding war and whatever.
That'll be a deadline.
Well,
day
I've heard
signing.
something about Villa 20 million.
Well, they've got the money.
30
haven't they?
million.
They've got the money, so if they
If
want
that
to
goes
pay
up
that
to
for
30
him,
million, no.
nah,
They can pay that for him.
I'd walk
But
away at 18, 20. I wouldn't go any more than
I'll pay
15.
15. That's fine. But if he wants to go Villa for the money, then let him go Villa.
But
for
then
the money
if
the
you're
end of
looking
the
at
day.
15, if you could pick Hernandez up for 9, you can get Hernandez and probably another striker for 15.
Remy,
yeah.
for sort of
The
19.
thing is, you could probably pick Hernandez up and get Remy on loan for a season. To be honest. But
The
the
one thing I
other
can
problem
guarantee-
is Remy is a player like Remy who's happy sitting on the bench at Chelsea. You're going to put Remy in front of Saka?
Yeah, but Remy and Seko.
But what if they've got Hernandez?
We have to fight for it.
Hernandez, yeah.
That's the
And
thing.
then Carroll
Well,
coming back.
He's got to fight for it and all.
Yeah, Remy can just sit on the bench at Chelsea, earning his big money and get a game in the League Cup or when Costa gets sent off or injured again. You know, that's what you've got to look at. Is Austin really want to step backwards and go and play in the Championship again?
No, of course he's not.
You know, and as I've said before, for me, Austin brings more in an all-round game than the others.
Right, let's finish
But,
it up there.
yeah.
We've chatted enough. If you haven't seen our kit review from yesterday, please go and check that out. The kit review. I thought that was a beautiful video I made. To be honest,
It
with
was.
you. Yeah,
It was something well, didn't it?
yeah, it did come out well. Yeah,
A bit more makeup.
yeah. I could have done with a bit of powder on the face.
Fake tan might help.
Yeah, you'd know. Yeah, if you haven't seen that yet, go and check that out. But them 2 shirts that we did review yesterday, we are giving them away to one of our subscribers. We'll be picking that tomorrow? Saturday. We'll be picking that Saturday morning.
Send it out Monday.
So
and
yeah,
have it by
that's
Tuesday.
that's 2 chances: a home shirt and the new away shirt that ain't even in the shops yet. We'll be sending them out tomorrow to the winners. Special delivery probably, innit? It's like first class sign for or whatever. So you'll probably have that on Monday or Tuesday. That's the day before it goes on sale. So that's well worth winning. And the home shirt as well. You know, they're £50 a piece. So you know, get
price. It's a
yeah,
good price.
yeah, it is a good price. Get subbing, and you know, 2 of you are going to have one of them. We are on Instagram now, West Ham Fan TV. Follow us on Twitter. At West Ham Fan TV, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, and a very lively edition of Post Match Pint. We'll finish it there. Come you once. He's been out for a little while. I'm sure you've all seen this one. Embroidered badge. They've gone for a 1 colour badge this year rather than a colourful one, which I think ties in nicely with the retro look to the shirt. It's based on one of the first ever West Ham kits that was worn at the Bowling